Well, good morning, YouTube. How's everyone doing? Happy Tuesday. Oh, happy Monday. It's been a morning already, can we tell? But let's start with some happy things. So this is Outside the Blocks. This was one of the demos I was going to show y'all during the Steam Next Fest, but by the time I got around to it, the demo had already shut down. So, well, we have the full version, and it released on November 4th. I am going to turn that down. Give me just a second. Settings. As beautiful as that music is, it does not need to be quite that loud. That's a little better. At any rate, this released on November 4th, so about 6 days ago. It is $14.99, but for the next 24 hours, the introductory discount of 15% is still in effect, making it $12.74 US, or whatever that equivalent price is in your part of the world. And good morning, drive-by. You say hi, all. Happy Monday. Looking good. Well, thank you. I hope you're having a good day. And finally, one last thing. This is done by one guy, a solo developer named Michal Kubas. So far, so good. Awesome. And what I saw from the demo was pretty impressive. So let's dive in, shall we? We're going to start with the tutorial because I do need to refamiliarize myself with the controls. It says, welcome in Outside the Blocks tutorial. I think it should be welcome to Outside the Blocks tutorial. But, okay. This tutorial will guide you through the basic functions of this game. Click the continue button in the top right corner to begin. Okay, so we have controls. Use the right mouse button to change camera angle. And of course, middle scrolls in and out. Use the middle mouse button to move horizontally. Hold the right and middle, or use EQ to move vertically. Okay, I think I'll stick with EQ for that. That's a little easier than holding two buttons at once. You can always reset camera positions by pressing the middle mouse button once. Side panels provide access to various tools and presets depending on the selected workspace. Change the display base color to any color. What are we going to pick? Okay, I see. Oh, when they say any color, they mean it, don't they? Oh, and we can give it some wood texture, too. Which I kind of like. Oh. Which one was it? This kind of looks like, I can't remember what the wood is called. It's not walnut. Oh, and we can even have a metallic look. Ooh. You can get really fancy with this. But let's go back to that wood I liked. That's the one. Change the glass preset. Okay. Oh, that. Okay, there's a few options here. Not as many as the base, but I'm gonna go with something relatively simple. We'll go with that. Some side panel options, like the recently selected glass, bring up a gizmo on the scene. Change the height of the glass. Open the sculpting workshop. Oh, wow. We have so many options for cabinets, but that's not what we're really interested in right now. Sculpting workshop. The sculpting workshop allows you to edit terrain shape to simplify the process, or if you're looking for inspiration, you can use ready-made generators. So we test out different terrain generators. Alright, so this is plains, river, canyon, this is kind of neat, plateau, dune, hill, ridge, mountain. Oh, let's not swing it around so wildly. So each time you do it, it changes it. I think I'm going to stick with something relatively simple like this plateau. I think I like this one. To customize the terrain to suit your needs, you can always use precise editing tools. Sculpt a small hill on the terrain. Here. Align a part of the terrain. Paint a part of the terrain. Hold on, I want to smooth this out. There. Terrain paint tool: soil, gravel, short foliage, tall foliage. Go with some short foliage and see what happens. Oh, it's just what we have. So what's tall foliage? I don't really see any tall foliage here. Open the terrain workspace. The The terrain workspace enables you to choose foliage presets and configure the substance setup. You can try it out or proceed to the next step. Okay, grassland, red clay, sandwood, ivy shade, wetland, homestead, harvest field, moorland, the moors, seaside. I think I kind of like this one. Got ivy and fern growing on the ground. Oh, you can get into some great detail here. That was a lot more detail than I was expecting when I zoomed in. And I tried out the demo. Open the weather workspace. The weather workspace allows you to adjust atmospheric effects. It says you can try it out now or proceed to the next step. So we can have rain, we can have snow. Let's do snow. But let's say it's just starting to become winter. It's not like full on winter. So let's do it like that. And you can have it more or less abundant. So if I do that, I guess that's the maximum amount of snow. Like I said, let's just say it's just starting. That's good. And we can have fog. We can have very dense fog or not. Of course, I don't really see a whole ton of fog, but still. I think just a tiny bit of fog, wind. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell the wind. We don't need that much wind blowing. Just a teeny tiny bit. Alright, I think that's good. With the environment all set, it's time to jump into the buildings. Most structures are crafted using auto build, a versatile tool that provides everything needed to create a single floor. So we need to open the building workspace, select the auto build category, find the standard wall module and place it on the scene. Let's put it right over here. Want to move something around? Objects that have already been placed can be easily repositioned. To move an object, select it and then click the axis arrow in the chosen direction. To rotate an object, select it and click the corresponding gizmo direction. If you're not satisfied with the changes, press undo on the toolbar to revert them. The only exception is terrain editing, as the game does not keep a history of it. Once placed in the scene, the auto build module walls all use the default flat variant. Let's change that by customizing our module. Click on one of the auto build walls, change the wall variant. Alright. Change the wall variant. Ah, right here. We have a window. We have a big window. We have a door. Another type of door. I have no idea what that's supposed to be unless it's doors of some sort. More doors. Another wall type. Another window. Can't tell if that is window or door. It's a door. I think we're going to pick that one. I like that. Not every wall needs to be the same size. Auto-build walls can be split into smaller sections or combined into larger structures. Don't hesitate to experiment with different widths. The available variants introduced in the previous step depend on the size of the wall. Split the auto-build wall. Combine the auto-build wall. Okay. This module seems to be pretty small, doesn't it? You can also expand the dimensions of your auto-build module to enlarge the entire floor. Click on the module, enter auto-build edit mode, expand to a width of 3 and a depth of 4. Okay, that was the depth. Now it looks like our door turned into a window. Hey, that's not what we wanted. Hold on. Oh, we got a lot more variants now. Interesting. There's... Oh. Look at that door. Like that. Now over here, what we have? Feel like this right here. I like how it does have a audio cue when it's saving, and it auto saves quite often. If you completed the ground floor, it's time to add another. To construct an additional floor, you need to add a new auto-build module. Duplicate the auto-build module and place it above the first one. Okay, I think we're going to want to make a few strategic changes, like the upstairs does need a door. Let's see what they do next. Most auto-build modules offer several different styles that can be applied to individual sites. Each style serves a specific purpose. If something doesn't fit your needs, try switching to another style. Trying to see if there's a window that matches the other. Oh. I don't really see anything. Ah, but we can split it up like that. And this one, what do we have? Huh, none of the windows match. That's funny. Alright, let's split this. No. You know what? Not every surface has to have a window, right? That's a little better. Oh. Alright, what's next? Enter auto build edit. Replace the style of the opposite side with an eaved roof. Replace the style of the opposite sides. Eaved roof. Oh. Shorten the evaded sides to match. Okay. Okay, now I see where they're getting at. To cover the roof, you need to add a special auto build module, the roof cap. From the panel, select auto builds. Place the corresponding roof cap click each slanted roof edge piece and change its variant. Triangular flat wall. Oh, and now it needs to be bigger again. Or maybe... Nah, let's try to make it. There we go. That matches. Time to start decorating with smaller elements. select the decorations category. Select props. Try to place a barrel on the scene. Oh, we have different variants of that even. Well, it's kind of well and truly hidden in there. We like not be so hidden. No, we're gonna be hidden. Rotate. Oh, hotkeys are R and T. Move object vertically. Hotkey is F. There we go. Now we're not so hidden. Hotkey is G for moving horizontally. Okay. There we go. Can't get it any closer though. Not without it clipping. Alright, so that's as close as it's going to get to the side. Unusually smaller decorative objects demand greater control and precision when you're being positioned. The toolbar allows you to manage all grid-related parameters. So we can turn off horizontal snapping and set angle rotation of 15. Hold the alternative key to temporarily disable. Set angle rotation of 15. Place some extra prompts on the scene. But does that mean we can move this closer now? Ah, there we go. So, what sort of props do we have? A lot more than the demo had. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, wow. So much more stuff than was in the demo. Well, this is great. Alright, what kind of place this is going to be? I feel like... too fancy to be a hunter's lodge. Well, maybe not. You know what? Let's make it a hunter's lodge. So we'll put a little campfire out here. And put a little pot over the campfire. Although I feel like maybe these things should not be quite so close. Well, no, we don't want to go that way with it. There, that's better. It still looks like, where is it? Terrain. No, I don't want, well, no, I don't want to change the whole thing like that. Brain paint tool. Can't really see the campfire, can you? Well, kind of looks like one now. Go back to building. And we want to put our little pot over that. Let's see. I think, as nice as that music is, we do need to turn it down a little bit more. Now, what do we want? Well, if it's going to be a hunter's lodge, you should put a couple of these. And we'll put, do we have a stump or a stool or? Not that I see. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Objects, add-ons. That looks like for the building itself. Connected objects. Small architecture. animals, trees and bushes, rocks and boulders. Here's a stump. Not the most comfortable looking thing to sit on, is it? We're just going to pretend that's a little flatter than it is. And maybe this old stump. And they use this old stump to kind of sit a little bit while they're working. Alright, so we've actually placed extra props. Let's see what's next. Switch to material workspace. Customize the material set. So we have a material pack, floor, walls, fabrics, wall beams, panel wood, stained glass, and roof. Alright. Start with the roof. Okay. Like that. Let's go with the wall beams next. Huh. We'll go with that. Fabrics, floors, walls. Whoa. Hey, look, it's an old barn. That's what it looks like now. Oh. Panel wood. Ah. Okay. Find something that kind of matches those beams. Or better yet, let's go back to the beams. The beams don't really have anything that matches that. That's about as close as we're going to get to matching the beams and the door frames and stuff. That does match pretty well now. We can paint glass. Oh, I guess it's not really as fancy as I thought it would be. Or it can get kind of fancy, can't it? I don't think they want it too fancy, though. Do something like that. Alright, we've customized the material. You could create multiple material sets to differentiate between parts of the structure. Add a new material set. Paint the auto build module with the newly created set. Alright. But we're gonna undo that. There. Open the lighting workspace. The lighting workspace provides detailed control over lighting effects and background colors. Adjust the light angle. Aha. Oh, nice. Of course, it did just show me that that is not quite as centered over that fire as I thought it was. We'll just pretend it is. Open the camera workspace. Fine-tune all camera settings to optimize framing and perspective. So we have 1x1, 5x4, 4x5, 4x3, 3x4, 2x1, 1x2, and 16:10. Okay, grab field of view, focus, okay, focal, depth of field, oh, we have more settings. 16:10, 16:9, 9:16, 21:9, and 32:9. Hotkey is 8, huh? Open the capture workspace. The final workspace is the capture workspace, primarily used for taking screenshots. You can view the screenshot location by clicking the folder icon in the toolbar. Capture a screenshot. Okay, and it just opens that up. So here we go. Remember to save your project frequently. Save options are available in the project panel. That's all for this tutorial. Now you know the basics of the tools and outside the blocks. You'll have to explore the remaining features on your own. Remember, every button in this game has tooltips. If you get lost, they'll help you out. If you're looking for inspiration for your first building, check the scenarios in the building workspace. Click the close button to hide the tutorial. Hey, we have completed the tutorial. Alright, now we're free to do whatever. Well, our scene, while nice, definitely looks barren. So let's start by moving this because what is seen cannot be unseen. Now is that more over the... Yeah, much better. Alright, maybe not. Alright, we can't get more directly over the fire than that. See what kind of props do we have? Connected structures. Small shed. Doghouse. Tent. Let's try this. I kind of want this attached over here. Just like that. Although I'm pretty sure it's supposed to go the other way. Isn't it? Let's try it the other way. Oop. Yeah, that looks more proper. And we also need to lower this. So it's not floating in midair. There we go. For a bit there, it was all blurry. We'll keep our wood supply in there. Pulling this bundle of sticks over here. Now this wooden tub, if I remember right, there is some washing of leathers when you're tanning, right? Not that I know a ton about it, but so I'm pretty sure. So we'll put that over by the tanning racks. Maybe put a couple of crates under here. Why are we getting so blurry all of a sudden? Oh, I bet you it had something to do with us using the camera, didn't it? Camera. There, that's better. Don't know what type of supplies are in there. It's something. Now why? Now we can zoom in fine, but zooming out is blurry. Back to the camera. I wonder if it's because the more objects you put, the more trouble it has deciding what to focus on. Little stool. Collections, objects, add-ons. We have some extra windows. I think this is supposed to be some type of balcony. But we don't need that. That's too fancy for this place. But solo raid, yeah. Hello, Lois. How are you? Happy Monday. I think no, that definitely doesn't work, but perhaps this. I don't know why, except reasons. Doing good. Can't stay long though. Got to sleep for the next stream in 7 hours. Hey, no problem. I'm glad to see you. How was your stream anyway? We'll put one on this side too. Think we kind of matched it. Okay, I think this one is higher than the other. That's better. Close enough. It was fun. Played Dragon Quest Builders 2, trying to recreate one of the towns in Trails in the Sky. Dragon Quest Builders 2. Not heard of that one. Is it a console or PC? We need a window back here, don't we? Definitely nothing fancy like that. Something simple like that. All systems, Minecrafty game in the style of Dragon Quest. I'll have to look that up. We'll do something simple like that. Definitely looks like a mishmash, doesn't it? This. I don't know. I do know what that is. That's wind vane. We'll put that up here towards the front. We need, I don't know, some trees or something. This place really does look barren, doesn't it? This one looks fun. This one is great. It's a diorama building game. It's created by one guy. It's called Outside the Blocks. And right now, for the next 24 hours, you could get it for 15% off. So it's under $13 right now. But if you want to pay full price, it's $15. And you could just tell if somebody put a lot of thought and work into this. Let's take this second one and change it a little. There we go. Low vegetation. We have some lettuce, tomatoes, grapevines. Well, it's winter. We're not going to see much in the way of gardening going on here. Wanted something in the way of bushes, though. I guess that's a bush. Let's sit back here. Yeah, I think so. Big hazel. Put that out here. Let's try not to clip outside the glass dome. I guess either we need to make our glass dome a whole lot bigger, or we just need to ignore the fact that we have a glass dome. Let's see what we can do. Train. Glass dome. That's better. Now back to what we were doing. So we have no vegetation we can really put in. So maybe we could toss in a pumpkin or two tucked down in here. That's about as close as we're gonna get. Wonder if I do that again, will I get a different type or same one? Same one. Alright. Nope, that's not going to help. Walls, floor, fabric. I don't think this has a... You would think it has a variant, though. I just haven't figured it out. I will figure it out. Just not right this minute. Oh, we have ivy we can grow on the walls. Okay, that doesn't match that. This does, though. I think that's good enough. Oh, what else we got? Rocks and boulders. I want... There, that's good. It almost seems like there's maybe a little path up. I feel like it's still missing something. We have all sorts of animals. Oh, kitty cat. Wonder. Put kitty cat up here. Placing a cat is a deed. I want place a sleeping cat. Now we have to raise it up. Come on. Come on. Alright, it probably would help if I could actually see. There we go. Maybe I didn't want to see. Poor kitty is buried inside the barrel. Move selected objects vertically. Hotkey is F. Off. There we go. Nope, nope, nope. Put it down now. There, kitty's asleep on the barrel. There's fences and stuff, but we don't really need them, do we? Yeah. We'll use just this single bag here. That's definitely one thing we should add. A torch. Oh, another thing for leather. Beehive, archery target, trading dummy, anvil, grindstone. Nothing that a tanner would use. All sorts of stuff. It's very medieval themed. But I don't mind that. And who knows, perhaps the developer will add other scene types later. Right now I'm perfectly happy with this. I know, we'll hang this over here. Yeah, if it was a little snowier, I would add the snowman, but it's not so snowy right now. There's definitely not enough snow for that. Pigeon house, a fountain, a well. Absolutely want that. Feel like we're going to tuck that well. Nah, we'll put it over here. I don't think we need a pigeon house. Maybe the dog house? Who knows? I mean, if you're a hunter and stuff, you probably have a dog. Doesn't look like it has any variants. I could be wrong. Where's our dog? Oh, dog. Like this one. So happy, wagging his tail. Alright. Need to be able to see a little bit better. Look at the good boy. Look at this good boy. Aw. He's digging. Laying in the grass. Peeing. Scratching. Oh, I like this one best. It's simple. Oh, what do y'all think? What would you add to it? It looks nice. Yeah, and you should see the Steam page. Some of the examples are pretty impressive. This is just a little tiny wood scene. There have been like giant, almost medieval tavern looking things. I think you would really like this one, Lois. There's just something so fun about seeing a scene come to life. Just as you place each of the pieces, more of the picture comes to your mind, and you're like, oh, I know what I need to add next. Or, you know what I'd like to have. And that's what this does. Just very creative. Will it beat out other November games? I find that only time will tell. Well, I've seen, a number of diorama type games, like Tiny Glade. I don't know if interior ones are considered diorama games, but if they are, Small Spaces would count. Each of them just brings something a little different. I don't know if you've seen my R&D video series. I make a top 10 of all the games I find released within the last month, and whatever gets number 1, I play it on stream. Oh, that's nice. That's actually a nice idea. I was gonna do a video listing some of my favorite diorama type games. Of course, it would take me a while to put it together because I'm slow AF. But I don't think I would do exactly like what you're doing, so I think it's a fantastic idea. So what are your contenders so far for November? Slow gang. Yeah. Actually, I haven't decided on anything yet. Been too busy with other stuff. Well, I can highly recommend this one. Now, while this supposedly doesn't do interiors, if somebody in the forums actually managed to do a cutaway building and do interior, it was really nice looking. We're not going to get that deep into it right now. I really want a big, flat log or stump. You know what I mean. I don't have anything quite like that. I have this thing that I have over here already, but it's neither very big or is it flat. No, that won't work. I mean, that would almost work. All right. And try this. I don't want to rotate it. Not. Yes. Okay. Now. What? A little too big for a water jug. Maybe it's not. Alright, time to read a bill. Have a good one. Alright, thank you for stopping by, Lois. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope your next stream goes well. Appreciate you for stopping by. Can't really see a plate there. It's better. Put some bread there. Like our trapper here is having a little light meal while they're working. I would have to say this is probably pretty close to done. What do y'all think? It tells a story, doesn't it? Of course. Now for the best part. Can we get this to look exactly the way we want it? Forest, outskirts, gorge, white room, apartment, industrial. Okay, so this is the scenes that you see outside the, or reflected on the globe. Oh, that looks nice. That's sunset. Oh, we can even change chromatic aberration. We can adjust the grain, the vignette. Exposure. Whoa, that's a little overexposed. And that's definitely underexposed. Contrast. Okay, that's kind of creepy. But so is that. Oh, and we have, like, we could change the color of everything. Yeah, no green skies, thanks. That's not, that's not sunset, that's like midnight. That's very purple. A little too much purple. That, maybe. I made it in time for the stream. Hello, Neon. Don't worry about it. The stream started an hour late anyway. That looks like a realistic sunset. That's the weather workspace. No, this is the weather workspace. Oh, now it's nice and snowy. And the sky matches that really well. Yeah, I kind of lived in a snowy area for a couple of decades. Winters tend to be pretty gray. I think that is more than enough of that, though. And this is where we were, the lighting. Ooh. No, that kind of looks nice, too. Actually, that kind of looks even better. I like that. Oh. No, we don't want to do that. $32 by 9, huh? Double wide. Let's just do something simple, shall we? Think just full screen 16 by 9 works. Hard to figure out what a good that's not what I want to do. That's kind of what I want right there. What do y'all think? That'd make a nice shot, wouldn't it? Capture screenshot. Hotkey is the home key, huh? Let's see what we got out of that. Okay, that looks good. Try that. Yeah, that one came out. I mean, I think it came out pretty nice. What do y'all think? Oh, one happy doggo. Now, we can randomize the weather, the layer visibility, we can randomize the material profile. Alright, before we do any of that, we're probably going to be making generous use of the undo for this. Do that. Ready? We're going to start by randomizing weather. Yeah, I didn't see much randomization there. Oh, we even have fog height? Okay. Randomizing doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, the randomizing does not seem to be working. So that is one thing. Oh well, that would have been fun. But it isn't working. Okay. Alright, so we want... Whoa, that's a big field of view. A little more field of view than I want. I really do like how there's so much you can do with this passage, huh? Industrial beach. I like the way the sky looks on this one. Oh, interior illum lights up the windows inside the building. Neat. Alright, let's calm down the winter storm here, huh? There. Nice calm level. Just a light sprinkling of snow. Ah, there's the fog. We don't need that much fog. It's a very light misting. If we pull way far out, what we have is basically a snow globe, which gives us a very bad fisheye effect. Let's pull that in. I'm not usually the one that says I get a headache from that, but wow, that pulling that out like that was really jarring. Let's see how that one came out. Shall we? No, wrong one. I think I could still do better with the picture. I think I like this one the best with the dog. You could have a whole lot of fun with this though. Just getting the perfect shot with the perfect lighting after you've created the perfect little scene. I am looking forward to seeing what I can do with this. I don't know, what do y'all say? We come back to this tomorrow and see what we can make from scratch. For now, I think we're going to call it because I've already had a morning and I could tell you a whole story about the internet that we won't yet, but it was a whole thing. However, that is our first look at Outside the Blocks by Michal Kubas, solo developer. Like I said, it is on Steam for $14.99, though if you get it between now and tomorrow, you'll get 15% off, making it $12.74 US, or the equivalent in your currency. I am absolutely in love with this. And like I said, I can't wait to see what we can make with it and where the developer goes with it as time goes on. But what do y'all think of it? Let me know. Leave a comment. Now, I want to thank everybody that stopped by, including Drive By. Thank you for popping in, even though I know you're at work. Thank you to Lois for popping in, even though you needed to get some rest before your next stream. And I'll have to go and check out what you got going on right now. Thank you to Neon, and don't worry about coming in late. You got here when you got here, and I do appreciate you for it. Now, tomorrow, we're going to take another look at Outside the Block. And, of course, tomorrow evening, we're going to be back with some more Palworld fun. So, if you don't want to miss all the fun and chaos, and you haven't already, you know what to do. All those fun cooking things that YouTube likes you to do. But once again, thank you all. I appreciate each and every one of you. And those of you who lurk, next time say hi. I promise I don't bite. But for now, have a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you're at. Until next time, bye for now.